Hi. Do you want the best players on the game? Wait, do you want the best player on the game? Bin off Ronaldo, get D-Money, get all the D-Money.
So, I react to my Premier League predictions at the start of the season. This is gonna be fantastic. So, some are correct, some are wrong, some are... People are just going to shout at me either way, so I do apologise if I said that your team was going down, which they wasn't. And I do apologise if your team was further up than when I said you guys would be down. I do apologise. I'm not a mind reader. The Premier League this season has been quite unpredictable in many areas when it comes to relegation battles, when it comes to the top 7. Yeah, so it's going to be quite fun to look back on this video I made back on August 3rd, 2017 and see what I really said, what shit I really talked back then. So, yeah, if you guys do enjoy, make sure to smash ups and lads. And with that said, let's get straight into my 2017-2018 Premier League predictions. Let's have it.
Right, first things first, before you threaten to shank my dog or spunk in my Cocoa Pops, because I really like Cocoa Pops, just calm down, okay? I'm so sorry.
Please don't spunk my Cocoa Pops. Please. Fuck me. Well, at least you know that 100,000 subscribers hasn't changed me. I'm still a freak. And also, I love that when I filmed this, I was at this stage of my life, I was currently doing my videos in my brother's attic. So like, I love looking back at this video because I remember like living up there for like a month and it was like proper shit. But I know it's kind of memorable to me, man. So yeah. Let's get into the actual predictions.
So, 20th place, I'm going to say, I feel so harsh because it feels like everyone's going to get it. But look at the current signings. What I want to see is Premier League experience. What I want to see is Premier League...
You see, I'm going to pause it right now. This is basically me trying to say the obvious choice because everyone thought that this team was going to go down. But to make it look like I wasn't being a cunt about it and I knew nothing. Which in fact, I kind of really did know nothing. So, the more you know.
Quality and... That's why I'm putting Huddersfield in 20th place. Now, I like them because as a Burnley fan, I see part of myself. I see part of Burnley in Huddersfield. You know, a small, you know, like, up northern team in the Premier League. You know, this is their first time in the Premier League. And for Burnley, it took us 3 seasons to get the, get a hang of the Premier League. Get the experience, get the know-how of what to expect. I don't think that they have the experience for it yet.
To be fair, I think that I gave relatively decent arguments for why I believe that Huddersfield will go down. Not like most people that would just say, oh, well, it's Huddersfield, and then that's the reason for them going down. At least I gave, you know, relatively decent reasons, say that, well, Burnley, we was kind of a similar club to Huddersfield, haven't been in Premier for a long time, went up there, another northern small town side, and, you know, we went up, then we went down because we didn't have the experience. So I feel like I should get shouted at for that. So yeah, who's in 19th?
In 19th place, I'm going to be putting down Swansea. Now,
hey, but that's Swansea. Okay, so I got one correct. One so far correct. Swansea, I said at the start of the season that they was going to be in relegation zone for reasons that I've forgotten, so let's go see what I say right now.
The reason I'm putting in Swansea is that looking at who they've signed Tammy Abraham, yep, but he's not experienced in Premier League. He may get like 5-6 goals in the season. You can send that rookie Messi guy, yet again, he seems to rate in La Liga, but we don't really know how he's going to perform. If he's going to be the replacement for Sigurdsson, that's just not good enough. They haven't made any other signings other than that. That's actually noteworthy. And look at who they've lost. They've lost Jack Cook to us. Amat, one of the centre-backs, or one of the defenders, lost again. And it all depends on if they keep or if they sell Sigurdsson. I don't know, man. But Swansea, I think that defensively-wise, they're not good enough.
And yet again, I think that that's some relatively decent understanding. You know, at this stage, they will keep on to Sigurdsson, which they, you know, it was quite getting late to the transfer window, and they really wanted to keep him, which he ended up going anyway. I feel like that's a GG for me. So I don't want to pick up myself, you know, pick up my own arse, but just saying. So yeah, Swansea. I forgot who I put 18, so let's go see.
Now for the last relegation spot, I think it's gonna be stupidly close between like 3-4 teams, 5 teams.
I love that I said it. Oh, stupid close between 2, 3, 4. Basically saving my ass, but yeah. Who did I say?
One team there. I'm gonna put in Brighton. I have to,
Brighton,
man.
Okay.
The only reason why, hear me out before Brighton fans start shouting. I mean, I remember playing against Brighton Championship season.
I love that I said that I love playing against Brighton, even though both games against Brighton this season we drew 0-0. That's fucking funny. That.
For example, last 3 games of the season, he only had to win one of them. of the last 3 games to win the title, and they drew 2 and they lost 1. So I think mentality wise, I don't think they've got what it takes. I think they bottled it at the end of last season so massively that I think that they're just not ready for it yet.
I know that I got it wrong. I think Brighton ended up being what, 16th, 15th at the end of the season. However, I think that's good enough reasoning when they easily could have won a title, and they should have won a title, but then they drew 2 and lost 1, or did they draw 1 and lost 2 of like their last 3 games when they only had to win 1 game. I think that's enough reason to believe that Brighton, that I just didn't think they had mentality wise to, stay up. So, I'm happy that they proved me wrong.
So let's go 17th place, and for me, I'm going to be going with Watford. Now, the reason
17th Watford, okay, that's an interesting one. That's a really interesting one.
I'm going with Watford is that just the sheer amount of managerial changes they make, it's ridiculous, and I think one day it's not going to work for them.
Yet again, the amount of managerial changes they do, yet again, that should probably be a fair point. I think that he probably will not keep on working for them, which I just don't think it will. Now, right now, they do have some good players in likes of, that Pereira guy is top quality. Richarlison, he was good at the start of the season, really. Troy Deeney is still a class player. I think defensively, that may end up being an issue for them in the future, but you know what? I'm happy they proved me wrong. 16th.
In 16th is going to be Stoke City. I just don't think they've yet again really improved much. They've signed Darren Fletcher and Kurt Zuma.
Let's see what I said. Let's see what I said.
That's really it. I think Darren Fletcher is an alright signing, but will it be good enough? They've just lost Marco Arnautovic to West Ham, and when you look at their team, what else have they really got on top? They got Berahino, they've lost John Walters, so I think they could be quite. And they could be in a quite weird position this season. Maybe it's just me, but I just got a feeling that Stoke may get dragged down a bit more than what they would prefer to be. Especially with Arnautovic going, I think it could be a massive miss this season.
Saying that, I feel like Stoke can be dragged down more than what they wanted to be. I feel like they were kind of sleepwalking into that kind of relegation zone. Losing Arnautovic was a massive miss for them. So, of course, they didn't get relegated, and I said they'd be 16th. For true fair, putting Stoke at 16th was quite a odd thing to do. Not many positions, most positions thought they'd be like 12th, 13th lowest. So I would kind of thought that Stoke they'd be kind of really low down. So I guess I'm happy with that prediction. 15th though, guess who I put there?
So in 15th, I'm putting in Burnley. Now, before you guys say, oh, are you a Burnley fan? Oh, of course you put them there. Okay, here.
If only I fucking knew. I put Burnley 15th. Now, honestly, I did want to put them higher, but I just was kind of scared of, people having a go at me, thinking, oh, you're a Burnley fan, because everyone thought that Burnley was going to go down because of these reasons.
Me out here, lads. Now, I've been hearing people say that, oh, yeah, well, Burnley, they just survived last season. Lads, other than the first 2 weeks of the Premier League season last year, we survived the rest of the year. Like, we was outside the relegation zone comfortably for the rest of the season. I don't get where this mentality is coming from. We survived quite comfortably last season. We had an away form which was absolutely shocking, so I'm expecting that to be a bit better. Our home form, we did solely rely on that. Of course, people say that Michael Keane went, but we've replaced him with a lad that we already
James
knew was going
Tarkowski.
to be replacing him since like a year and a half ago. Also having statistically wise one of the best goalkeepers in the league.
Everyone thought that we didn't replace Michael Keane because we stored him and we didn't bring in another central defender. Even though we did, we replaced him a year and a half before he even went. We knew that Michael Keane would be getting hype around him because he's at Manchester United. Rio Ferdinand and them lot would be hyping him up. So we knew that this issue was going to happen, and we knew that James Tarkowski had potential in him. And obviously now he's now a fucking England cap on him now because of us. So everyone thought we were all going down because we didn't replace our best defender. Oh, well, we did a year and a half ago. What was my other reasons for Burnley?
Set pieces will be massive for us. Maybe I'm biased still. But just from what I've seen from also last season, I think that we have the mentality, we have the structure in us. I think Sean Dyche is one of the best managers in the league. And yeah, I'm just going to say 15. So shout to me all you want, guys.
Sean Dyche, best manager in the league. I said this a year ago. Structure-wise, I said this a year ago. I always knew because I'm a Burnley fan. I've seen it week in, week out. Statistically best goalkeeper, and that's in fact about Heaton, but Nick Pope is the same kind of bill, and Robbie Brady, he was doing bits for us just before he got injured. So think about it, Robbie Brady was probably one of our best players. He was injured since like December, so imagine with him we could probably be like in the top 6, and we're receiving the Defoe got injured as well. So it's been a mad season, and I can't be any more proud. So Let's go see 14th. Let's go skip through this part a bit quickly. Now, between 14th to 10th, I put Newcastle 14th, West Brom 13th, 12th Crystal Palace, 11th Southampton, and 10th Bournemouth. Now, Newcastle, I kind of wanted them. I kind of knew they'd be safe because of Rafa Benitez. That was my reason behind it. West Brom, that was a big surprise to me. I thought that, you know, they were always a very hard-working and structured side, especially defensively. So the fact that they capitulated how they did this year was a real surprise for me. So I was very, very wrong with that front. Crystal Palace, I think they finished around 12th this season, so I think that's a fair assessment. Southampton, high up in my prediction to what they actually were. They do have some good players. You know, Tadic's a good player. Reben's a good player. You know, Ward-Prowse is a good player. Chilwell is a good player. They got good players in the side, man. And this is when they did, you know, they did still have Van Dijk. So, you know, they have good players in the side. I just think that their manager was just shocking. So that's my reason for that. Bournemouth, I think they finished a bit lower than 10th, but they're still a decent side, so I think that's still fair. And let's go from 9th to 7th. 9th, I put Leicester, which I believe that actually is where they actually finished this year. I think they came 9th as well. West Ham 8th, that one was a bit, I kind of thought that they had their initial issue with the stadium in the first season, and I thought second season they'll start getting used to it. Now they start trying to, especially with Arnautovic going to them, I thought that they'll start forming a connection. This was of course before they even got David Moyes, so I thought that maybe the stadium will start getting used to it now at this stage, so that's why I kind of put them a bit higher up. This was also when they signed Chicharito as well, so I thought that with Chicharito being a main striker for them, like he did bits for Bayer Leverkusen, so I thought that he'd just be doing good there. So I take the blame. They're a bit lower down in the actual table, but you know what, I think I have decent reasons for that. And number 7 being Everton, they in fact finished 8th. Yet again, I think that's a fair assessment. To be fair, Everton probably are very happy. They could have easily finished in bottom half. They kind of saved themselves at the end of the season. So yeah, I don't think there's any arguments here. Let's go to the top 6, which is I've completely forgot to what I even put in this spot, but I don't think it's that far off. So 6th to 5th.
This is an opinion. Please don't kill me if I don't put your team where you want them to be. Please just don't. So in 6th place,
I was so scared. Yo, on the real, I was so scared to like put. Yo, when it comes to the top 6, there's so many big sides, and yeah, if you put any of those, you know, if it's like a Spurs, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, if you put any of them in like 6th place, then you're gonna get fucking murdered. So I had to like apologize as much as I can to try and like, you know, damage the reputation pretty much. So I forgot who I put it. I think I know, like, from what I kind of thought that at the time. But let's go see.
In 6th place, it's Arsenal.
Hey!
I'm saying all.
I put Arsenal 6 in my prediction. They finished this in real life. Mystic Viz. To be fair, I think most of my predictions in here has been quite solid. Swansea going down, Newcastle being in the same position, Palace also. So Arsenal, what's my reasons for Arsenal?
Arsenal is that I just don't think Arsene Wenger has it anymore, and as long as Arsene Wenger is there, mentality-wise, I don't think they have it. They've signed Lacazette. I love Lacazette. If you guys know me from my FIFA channels, you know that I love him, man. But just mentality-wise, they haven't got it. I just can't see it.
So those were my reasons. Arsene Wenger, I just didn't think he had it mentality-wise, which is a fair good point. I think that's pretty much facts at this stage. And Alexis Sanchez was still at the club, of course he stayed until January. And to be fair, like, also could have probably finished lower down. Like, they could have definitely finished below Burnley this season if Sanchez went in the summer transfer window. Okay, let's go 5th place.
And this is going to be really piss off Arsenal fans. 5th place is going to be Tottenham. And
so I put Tottenham
why is that
okay.
They're the only team still to not sign a single player this transfer window.
Oh.
Plus, adding on to that, they are going to be playing at Wembley next season, which, as we all know, their record at Wembley is not that good. You know, in the Champions League and stuff like that. So I think that could be a massive factor for the Champions League next season. I think they may try and focus a lot more on that. But for Tottenham, I think Wembley is going to massively defer them. My mentality is that if you're not improving, you're going backwards. So, and they've signed no one. But all it takes is one injury to Harry Kane or Dele Alli, and I think they could be in a bit of trouble.
And again, I don't think there's any issues with putting Tottenham 5th place at this time. Wembley, they had a massive curse, really. I mean, they kept it till like September pretty much, and a very good point. Now, if they lost Harry Kane, and what strikers would they have? Llorente. So if they, you know, if a potential injury did happen to Ali or Ericsson or Son or Kane, and you know, mainly Kane, then they would have a massive issue in their hands. So yeah, 5th place Tottenham. I think that my reasons are quite understandable. Top 4.
That means we were meeting with a top 4. And top four, I'm going to be putting down Chelsea in 4th place.
Yeah.
Very hard for me to put them in 4th place.
I'd say that.
But I'm putting them in 4th place. I think losing Diego Costa and replacing Morata, I don't think Morata is as good as Diego Costa, especially as he's not proven in the Premier League.
Diego Costa replaced for Morata. I believe that Morata wasn't as good as Diego Costa. That has turned out fucking fat. Very good point there, Viz.
And then we're looking at the defence. They've signed Rudiger from Roma, and you know he's a decent player on FIFA. But yet again, we don't know if he's Premier League, if he's a title-winning centre-back yet.
Very good reasons. Rudiger, not good enough, not experienced enough, we don't know. Turned out to be fat. Bakayoko, not good enough, turned out to be fat. And Morata is he was nowhere near as good as Diego Costa. Turned out to be fat. I think that I'm actually a genius.
3rd place, I'm going to be putting down Liverpool. And the reason why I'm saying Liverpool is that I think that their attack is so good, man. I think this can be so rapid. My only issue with Liverpool is that I don't think defensively wise they are good enough.
So pretty much everything I said is correct. Everything bang on. The attack was too good. I even mentioned Sturridge in there as well if he said healthy, which is quite funny. So yeah, 3rd place Liverpool. Pretty much the same reasons to what you probably will think of now. And who did I think was going to win the Premier League? Let's go find out.
That pick, I'm going to piss people off, so I am very sorry for that. But for me, looking at the two teams, I'm more looking at the depth of the squad, not the actual starting 11. But if they pick up injuries, if they do this, if they do that, I think that depth-wise and what I believe should be the better team on paper, I'm putting Manchester United 2nd and Manchester City 1st place. Now, when I look at the attack of Man City, I look at Aguero, Gabriel Jesus, I look at De Bruyne, one of the best cams in the league, the best cam in the league for me. They've also got Bernardo Silva, they signed him as well. I think he'd be a decent signing for them. They've also got pace, they've got Sterling, they've got Sané, they've got so many attacking options. I think that they have better depth, they got better in most positions.
I just realised as well that I spelled United. You tittered. You tittered. I just realised that now. So, what's my reasons for Manchester United?
Lukaku on top. I think he should be a 25 to 30 goal striker next season. They've also got Paul Pogba as well. Best midfielder in the league for me, in my opinion. But yeah, it's the defence for me, which I'm just not too sure of. Of course, they're signing a Matic as well. I think that their back four isn't as solid as Man City's, and of course, in my opinion, they've got the best midfield in the league. But when it comes to best attack, I think City has the best attack, and when it comes to best defence, City does have a better defence than Man United, and there's so many things that can change the season, and that's just my opinion, lads. So
those was my reasons between City and United. Now, of course, City won the league by a lot more points, so it wasn't as close as what I originally thought it would have been. I did say that United's midfield is better, which, you know, they're Matic and Pogba, and I thought that it just kind of was better than Fernandinho and like Fabian Delph that they played there. City's attack was better than United, I said that, and City's defence was better than United, which I said that also, which is also fact. So yeah, I think that my predictions, look at this table, is quite. I'm very happy with it. I'm very happy with it. I love looking at the comments and people saying that, you know, how wrong I am about, you know, like, I've seen a few Swansea fans saying, oh, fuck you. I've had a few Huddersfield fans that say fuck you, which to be fair, they've got a good point. Not gonna lie, very happy, other than the Burnley. I did want to put them higher up in the table, but I kind of just didn't want to just get a lot of hate in the comments because the fact I'm a Burnley fan, everyone will say I'm biased. So I always think that Burnley would do well, you know, maybe not as well as 7th, but you know, maybe like 13th, 12th, because I feel like we just structure-wise would be capable just to take, you know, just be tough to play against. Those are my predictions, lads. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know down below what was your initial predictions or your initial thoughts of the season before it even started compared to now. This, you know, the official table and how it all went. I'm expecting everyone to say that Burnley was a massive surprise, which he really was, and the likes of Stoke going down and West Brom going down is probably a massive surprise also. So let me know down below, lads, and yeah, this was quite fun, quite funny to also look back on. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. My name is Vizeh. I'll see you next time.